Hi everyone, welcome to Mindful Crafts and More. I'm Katrina. If this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome. Take a look at this video or any of my other videos. If you find yourself inspired, join my channel. Those of you who are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you just hanging out with me for a bit. So, hi everyone. Do you know what today is? It is the first day of fall or autumn. Whatever you call it, it is a beautiful time of year. And that means that it is time for the seasonal Yarny YouTube hop. It is hosted by Kim over at Crafty Nomad. It's a wonderful collaboration where many of our content creators get together and share their inspired first makes for the season. So it is fall and it is time to see some beautiful inspirations from many people. So if you haven't checked it out yet, please check the link in the description box below for the playlist so that you can check it out and you can see all the awesome content creators who have participated in this season. And while you're at it, go over to Kim's channel and check her out. She also has the playlist for the previous seasonal Yarny YouTube hop, and it's been going on for a couple of years. It is a wonderful collaboration and you definitely will be inspired. So I want to say thank you so much to Kim for this wonderful collaboration. It is awesome, and I do appreciate the opportunity to participate and just be, in the mix with just people that I admire and that I am definitely inspired by. All right. This is awesome. So definitely please check everyone out. Okay. And go over and subscribe to their channel so that you can see what they are up to. You'll meet a lot of people and you definitely will be inspired. You will not be disappointed. Okay. All right. So I would like to talk to you about what I decided to make and how I went about coming up with it. Okay. So for the fall, there is just a beautiful amount of rich colors. And in some areas, the weather starts to change and it starts to get cooler, or it may start to get more rainy or windy or things like that. Okay, in other areas, it takes a little bit longer. Where I live, we start to have more wind and it does tend to cool down more, and sometimes it does rain. All right, but you get to see all the beautiful colors starting to change on the leaves and things like that. And I just think that it is just a beautiful time of year. I love the colors that fall brings. All right, so I thought that I would use that trend of thought to go ahead and create something. Now, initially, I really did want to make a top, and unfortunately, time did not allow for it. There have just been too many things going on, and I could not do something that was that big of a project. But I did find something that I could do, and I'm so happy to be able to come to you guys today with it. Okay, so what I decided to do was think of maybe colors for starters. And then I had to decide on exactly what I was going to make. All right. So because I couldn't do a top or something like that, I decided to do a hat. All right. And I thought, yes, I can do a hat. I need to do some hats anyway. So let's think about doing a hat. Well, as it turns out, again, you can draw inspiration from so many people. So I drew inspiration from another Yarny friend, and that Yarny friend was Linda over at Disley Sisterz Creationz. So recently, Linda actually published her first crochet pattern, and the crochet pattern is for a beautiful hat and cowl set. And then to be inspired even more, she has a wonderful make-along going on, and it is the fall hat and cowl make-along. So, when you have so many different inspirations that are really leading you in that direction, sometimes you just go for it. And that's what I did. So her beautiful hat and cowl set uses a DK weight yarn. And wouldn't you know it, I actually had DK weight yarn in a beautiful fall colorway. All right. So this is the yarn that I chose here. And this is actually a Karen Skinny Cake. Now, I don't know if this colorway is still available, okay, because I did get this on clearance some time ago, and I actually got multiple cakes of it, and I have used it before. I do like working with it. I have done a top with it, and it works up beautiful. It's just a very nice yarn to work with, and it works up beautiful. All right, so this is what I use. Now, let me give you the specs on this particular yarn that I used, okay? So it is called Tart Tatten, and it is acrylic. It is a number 3 DK weight light worsted. It comes in cakes that are 795 yards or 727 meters, and it's an 8-ounce cake or 250 grams. And that is a lot of yarn. So I did my project, and I still have this much remaining. Now, that may not seem like a big deal to you until you see what I made, okay? All right, so let's take a look at what I made. So yes, isn't it beautiful? So this is Linda's beautiful hat, and she calls it the Sheila hat, okay? And let's see it in real time. It is just beautiful. So this is the hat in real time, all right? So you see how this colorway is just so beautiful, and look at the beautiful stitch pattern that Linda came up with. It is just beautiful. It's very easy to do. It's just a 2-row pattern repeat, and just beautiful. I love it. Okay. I think it's great, and I love the way it came out. I do think that these scream fall, right? These colors really scream fall. I'm just so happy the way it came out. I love it. Now, because this is DK weight, you use a 4.5 millimeter hook. So it is a nice dense fabric that you create. So I do feel like it'll be nice and warm for maybe even into the winter. Okay. Just a beautiful hat. All right. So looking at the hat, even though I said it's dense and all of that, I still should not have used a whole lot of yarn, right? Well, I did something else. I not only made the hat, I also made a cowl. All right. So I made this beautiful cowl to go along with the hat. And her pattern is actually called the Sheila Hat and Cowl Set. All right. So just beautiful. And what I tried to do was at least get all of the colors in it. So mine is actually a little bit deeper than what the pattern called for, but that's because I really wanted to get all of the different colors that were in this particular colorway for my carrying cake. And I am just so pleased. So thank you so much, Linda and her sister Jane over at Disley Sisterz Creationz, for just a beautiful pattern set. It's just beautiful. Now, I mentioned that they have a make-along going. So it is a fall hat and cowl make-along. And it is going on, I believe, until November. And believe it or not, this particular pattern for the time being is free until the make-along is over. So I will leave a link to Linda's channel, Linda and Jane's channel, in my description box if you would like to go over and check out her channel and subscribe and check out all the details. I will leave that information in the description box. You can check it out. And if you would like to get this beautiful pattern, please, by all means, go ahead and get it and consider joining in her make-along. It is a wonderful thing that they're doing, and it's really to try to help maybe provide some patterns and some inspiration for the homeless or for those who are in need. And so this is an initiative to kind of get your creative juices going. and to provide you with some inspirational patterns. Okay, so yeah, check it out. And I do think she has some beautiful prizes if you are willing to go ahead and make hats, cows, or however, and share that with her and just join in on it. Okay, so please check her out. All right, so yes, so I made this beautiful thing and I'm just so happy, and I do feel like it ushers in the fall autumn season. So after I completed my hat and cowl set, I really wanted to make something with thread. And it was really strong on my mind. And I just didn't have enough time to make a doily, which is what I wanted to make. I didn't have the thread colors that I wanted, and I didn't have the time. So I thought, I'm not going to be able to do any kind of thread work for ushering in the fall. But you know what? Crafters are going to craft. And if you're inspired and something is really strong on your mind, sometimes you find a way and you find inspiration in places that you never thought. And that's what I did. So I went ahead and I just searched for something that is in season this year at this time, and that is pumpkins, right? So what do pumpkins and thread have to do with one another? Well, I will show you what I made. I made pumpkin earrings. I tatted a pair of pumpkin earrings, and I just think that they are so adorable. All right, so not only did I do the earrings, but I also did a charm. Now, the reason I ended up with the charm and the earrings is because I actually made this one first. And I did this one with some leftover craft cord that I had. And these come in mini skeins, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in a moment, but they come as mini skeins. And so I had some left. I thought I had enough left that I could do a pair, but unfortunately I did not. And then when I went to make the second, what I thought was going to be earrings, I realized that this is a totally different color. It is not the same color. Can you tell? All right. So this one is a darker orange than this one. So that meant that I had to make another earring. So I said, okay, no problem. I don't have this color orange anymore. So I'll just make another set of earrings. And then I got an idea and thought, this could be a charm. So I left the O-ring on there and decided, okay, that's not a problem. We'll just go ahead and we'll make earrings and we'll have a charm. But these are just so adorable, right? All right. So where did I get the pattern and all the information? Okay. So they are called tatted pumpkin earrings, and the designer that I was inspired by was Penelope Bolnick, and I found it over on Instructables. Now, my earrings and charm are not exactly like the pattern. I did change it up a little bit. Okay, so it's definitely using the same technique, and the technique is called onion ring. Okay, it's an onion ring technique that I was just trying out, and I thought, yeah, this is great. So I was able to follow, what they did in the pattern to make these. All right, and I used craft cord by Loops and Threads. All right, and it comes as 10-yard skeins or 9.1 meters. It is a size 5 thread. Okay, and this is the green that I used. All right, and I had plenty of the green. I didn't need a lot of the green, but I did need more of the orange. All right, now had I had the whole mini skein, I would have had enough to make both earrings. It's just that I used leftover and I didn't have enough there. So you only need one of these little mini skeins to make these earrings, and you will have leftover, okay, if you decide to make them, if anyone wants to make them. All right. These can be needle or shuttle tatted. Now on the Instructables website, they are for needle tatting. But if you shuttle tat them, then because you're using rings as well as chains, then you would need 2 shuttles, all right, in order to make them, all right? So just know that. And if you know how to convert the pattern, then you can easily convert it from needle to shuttle, and you'll need 2 shuttles in order to do that, okay? All right, but yes, it was an easy to follow pattern, and I was able to adjust it to what I came up with, and I just love them. I just think they're just so adorable, right? All right, so that's what I made, and I am happy, and I do think that they really scream fall or autumn, don't you? All right, so I hope that you enjoyed these. I hope you're inspired. If you're new to my channel today and you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit your notification bell to the setting of all, and that way, whenever I upload a video, you will be notified, and you can check me out and see what I'm doing and just hang out with me for a bit. And for those of you guys, again, who are returning, thank you so much for everything. I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys really, really soon. Thanks again to Kim over at the Crafty Nomad. Please go and check her out. And if you haven't subscribed to her channel, what are you waiting for? Please do so, all right? And check out all the awesome content creators who are in the Seasonal Yarn YouTube Hub. Check them out, subscribe to their channels, and just kind of hang out with them too for a bit, all right? So to each and every one of you, do everything you can to be mindful, do everything you can to be at your best health, and by all means, guys, be crafty every day. I look forward to seeing you again soon in my next video. All right? Bye-bye now.